All right, guys, this is part two, pretty much, right? This is part two or part three, whatever it is. Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna let Warner Bros. Dupe me like Disney duped George Lucas. They underpaid him. They only paid him $4 billion for Star Wars when the Star Wars brand was worth more than $4 billion. I'm not gonna let Warner Bros. Dupe me. Look, man, if you ask for 3 billion, 2.5, $3.5 billion, I'm not stupid, guys. Star Wars is much bigger than the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Your Matrix movie flopped. Resurrection flopped. Your brand value went down. I'm not gonna let you do it like that and give you $2.5 billion. My final offer is $2.2 billion for the rights of the whole brand. But I have terms. You have to what? Get the Wachowski sisters on board to direct the three movies, and you have to what? You have to what? And you have to delete Resurrections and Animatrix. I have an Animatrix. Yes, that movie was terrible. Delete those two movies, and I want all the merch that I don't want to sell. Delete it too. I don't need that merch. So I'm saying delete it. If you don't delete it, guys, from the face and mouth, I'm not going to give you $2.2 million. I'll just make my Great Escape movie. I'm not going to lose, guys. I'll just make my Great Escape movie and I'll turn that into a game, and you're missing out on this story and missing out on your $2.2 million. I put Warner Bros. In the pickle. Guys, I have nothing to lose. If you don't want to sell your brand and follow my terms, I'll just make my Great Escape movie and you won't see the Matrix story told on the big screen. Neither one kicking ass, you're not going to see the story told. Oh, Ivan, it's a deal. We're your fellow fans, you know what I'm saying? Tell this amazing story, Ivan. Honor the Wachowski legacy. Yes, unlike Disney, I'm actually going to honor the Wachowski sisters' story. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm not gonna think I know more than Wachowski sisters like Disney did. Yeah, we know more than George Lucas. Let's make our own story. And look at how your story turned out. You had a messy trilogy, obviously, because Disney thought they knew more than George Lucas when they didn't. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, they should have followed George Lucas' notes. You know what I'm saying, and you would have gotten a better movie guaranteed. But because Disney's stupid, obviously, we know more than George Lucas, and they made their fucking trilogy, and it was a mess. Whereas me, I'm actually gonna take advice from the Wachowski sisters. Even though I have my story planned, I'm gonna make sure it's okay. Okay, Lana. Is this consistent with your story? If you disagree with me, please tell me. You know the Matrix more than me. Please tell me if if this is inconsistent with your story. Okay, the seed of the one's born in the real world and he's born in the Matrix. Is that consistent with when Morpheus said the one was born? So I have it is consistent. The one's called the anomalies. So whenever Agent Smith comes back to the Matrix, they say any anomalies. Yeah, the last anomaly, the name was Thomas Anderson, also known as Neo, deceased 100 years ago. Is that consistent? I have consistent with your story, yeah. Deja vu, two cats walk by. Something changes in the Matrix. You get the brick wall, and something changes in the people's apartments and houses. That consistent? I have consistent with my story, yeah. Make sure it's consistent with the story. Comes there. So unlike me, I actually respect the Wachowski sisters Matrix trilogy, whereas Disney did not respect George Lucas. They gave him $4 billion and they did not follow his nose, and they ended up making their own trilogy, and it was a mess. It was a fucking bloated mess, yeah, man. It was a mess, I'm saying. It was a fucking mess. That's why one was, I have an deal. The brand's better off in your hands, anyways. Yeah, it's better off in my hands. If the Matrix brand goes to me and VJ, the brand will become bigger than Star Wars, guys. It'll blow Star Wars out of the water. It'll blow Marvel out of the water. It'll blow Harry Potter. It'll blow Lord of the Rings out of the water. It'll become the biggest IP in the entertainment industry. It'll be Xenos and Lord of the Rings will be Xenos and Matrix will be the biggest IP in the entertainment industry. Xenos will be massively big, and Matrix will be massively big. What brand will be bigger? Matrix will be just as big as Xenos, pretty much. Xenos will be really, really popular, the game and the movies, obviously, and the Matrix trilogy will be very, very popular. I think the Matrix games will be more popular than Xenos games. But in terms of the movie, I think Xenos will beat it out, because Xenos is a masterpiece of a story. Xenos will beat it out probably by a little bit, the Matrix trilogy. Because Eric Texadell himself to tell that story, look at an amazing story, man. But I think the Matrix franchise will rival my Xenos IP. The Matrix IP will rival my Xenos IP, obviously. But Xenos and Matrix will become the biggest brands in the entertainment industry. Bigger than Marvel, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and even Star Wars. Star Wars is very big, but the Star Wars brand's not looking too great right now. Because the sequel trilogies were a mess, obviously. And what? Solo flopped, don't forget that. Mandalorian's popular, but Boba Fett had mixed reviews, and Obi-Wan had mixed reviews. I think Obi-Wan was a pretty good show, obviously. And they're making Andor. I don't really care that much about Andor, to be honest. Bad Batch, I don't watch Bad Batch. And you also have the Tales of the Jedi, whatever it is. Yeah, those shows are all pretty good, but the Star Wars brand value went down, obviously. See what I'm saying? But the Matrix brand will blow it out of the water. My Matrix franchise will blow Star Wars out of the water. My games will blow the Star Wars games out of the water because it's you now have me and VJ in the game, and I am putting Unreal Engine 5 technology into my Matrix games and my Xenos game. And that's why you're looking at Unreal technology. And that's why even Rawa will be like, "Holy shit, this is your game." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Holy shit, this is an unheard of experience. This is like Unreal Engine 5 technology, like my Matrix Awakens." Yeah, you have me as the one, VJ as the VJ. You play as VJ, you play as me, you play as Michael B. Jordan, you play as Brie Larson, you play as John Cenci in the game. Look at an amazing game, yeah. And Rabbit does the walkthrough. Okay, this is it. Oh my god, I am so excited to play this game. You know what I'm saying? Soccer. Welcome, Matrix, Deja Vu. You know what I'm saying? I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? Matrix, Deja Vu. You know what I'm saying? You see Rabbit all excited. You know what I'm saying? He might even he might even take a picture of the Matrix 4 game. I can't wait to cover this game. He won't type it. He won't say the name of the game on his Twitter because I didn't sell. But he might take a picture of the game. I can't wait to cover this game. You know what I'm saying? He takes a picture. You see the Matrix 4 picture, and his fans are all going crazy. The world will go crazy for the walkthrough, but the people who are really going to go crazy are the game fans on YouTube. All you game nerds or game fans on YouTube who watch all these walkthrough guys on YouTube, you guys will all be hyped for that walkthrough, obviously. And all those guys are going to be hyped for the game too. So all you game nerds who love playing games are going to be excited for my Matrix game, obviously, and my Xenos game. You're going to play it, obviously. And all you people around the world who are not really a fan of playing games, you know what I'm saying? You guys are all going to be excited for that walkthrough. You're going to watch the game, obviously. Yeah, I want to watch Ivan's game. You tell that amazing story, that amazing Matrix 4 story. The life of the one in the Matrix, yeah. Rabat's playing the game. This is some bullshit! This is some bad news bears, you know what I'm saying? See Rabat talking, you know what I'm saying? When he sings, go, 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 go. When he sings, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Holy fuck, Charles! Holy shit, Charles! You're gonna see Rabat saying that. I'm saying he has all these words, obviously, yeah. His outbursts, yeah. And everyone's like, holy shit, this Rabat guy is interesting, man. He's fucking good. Yeah, he's the best of the best, man. Best walkthrough guy on YouTube. Go on YouTube, type in who is the king of game walkthroughs, and you'll see Rabat pop up. Yeah, he's the best game walkthrough on YouTube, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Game walkthrough. He's a walkthrough guy. He's a game walkthrough guy, right? He has a game channel, obviously, a game walkthrough channel. Rabat is the king of game walkthroughs. He's better than everyone else on YouTube. You have other guys like Ghost Robo. You have PewDiePie did game walkthroughs back in the day. PewDiePie's pretty good, but he's not as good as Rabat. He has a bigger channel than Rabat, obviously. He's more popular than Rabat, but as a game walkthrough guy, he's not as good as Rabat. You know what I'm saying? Rabat is the king of game YouTube walkthroughs. He's amazing, man. He's amazing, you know what I'm saying? That's why pay him a rich salary. That way he works hard for you and he gives the fans a good experience. With a Xenos game, you look at an amazing game for that Xenos game. You tell that story. And you also have the Matrix game. You know what I'm saying? The life of the one in the Matrix. So I'm going to tell developers, guys, make sure you have the life of the one in the Matrix. I want you putting all that in the game. Yeah, I will do that for you. You have you can do a thing when the game starts off. When the one is born, obviously, when the baby forms, you have to press you have to press you know you have Guitar Hero, you have something like that. You press like square, triangle, and if you know what I'm saying, if you miss a button, obviously, the baby cannot be born. You can do that to make this game more interesting. So I'm saying you can do a scene whenever the baby's born, obviously, and the guy carries the baby. You have to take the baby to your apartment, obviously. You have to take the baby to your apartment, obviously, and you have to avoid being spotted by cops or like agents, something like that. They spot you, they'll find out who the baby is. You do some of that in the game. Whereas in the movie, it's not like that, but you can do that in the game. And when you go to the adoption center, you know what I'm saying, you have to avoid being spotted by the four agents and the cops. You can do that to make it more interesting. You know what I'm saying? You have to evade the cop. You have to avoid being spotted by the cops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do something like that to make it more interesting. Rabbi's like, I can't wait to cover this game. He has a Southern American accent. I can't wait to cover this game. Welcome, Matrix, deja vu. You know what I'm saying? You see him say that, the whole was going crazy. Yeah, man, look at an amazing fucking walkthrough. Look something amazing, yeah, man. That's why Warner was all evidence of the deal. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix brand's better off your hands. Yes, it's better off my hands. If you don't want to, sell the rights to your Matrix brand, I'll just make the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, and all them. You see what I'm saying? Which will be look at an amazing fucking movie for the Great Escape. Look at a masterpiece, but it will not be as good as the Matrix. I have the Great Escape story in my mind, and the Matrix story. I'm like, yeah, the Matrix story will be better than the Great Escape. The Great Escape is more of like, it's a good story, obviously, but it's more like it's like an action-packed thriller, like entertaining movie. Pretty good story. Me and my wife, we can't find jobs, obviously. We get recruited, obviously. We work in this company. We find out wrong, we're kicking house. Amazing story, but it's not as good as The Matrix. The Matrix story is better. The story of the one and the life of the one. In the end, he dies, he gets killed, and he comes back brand new, and he's the one kicking ass. It's a better story than the Great Escape. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see Keanu Reeves as a star in the movie, obviously, but like the Great Escape, all those Great Escape actors are all one and dones. So if I hire Michael B. Jordan for the Great Escape, he's a one and done man. You're after the Great Escape, the journey ends. I'm gonna move on to my romance story, and I'll make if I end up doing those 4 movies, I'll make games for those movies too, and I'll have Rabbi do the walkthroughs. If I do the 4 games, what game do you think will be the best? I think probably the Western Gangster movie or probably Zane's will be the best. The Greatest movie will be pretty good. I think it'll be a sick movie. Their Unique will be the worst because it's just like a choice game, right? And the West Gangster will be okay, like something like King Kong, the Xbox King Kong game, something like that. I think Zane's and probably the Western Gangster might be the best games for the 4 movies, for the 5 movies, right? But they will not be as good as Zane. And Zane will not be good as the Matrix. The Matrix games, there's something unique about the Matrix games that give you a good experience. You're in the Matrix, you're kicking ass. It's a fucking amazing experience, man. You see me kicking ass, VJ kicking ass, Michael B. Jordan. You have to evade the agents, evade the cops. Amazing story. Yeah, man. Looks like amazing. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some milk. It's because we don't want to wait. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty, sorry about that. Sorry for the wait. You guys have to wait, I don't know, 3 minutes. Skip the video if you don't want to wait. I hate when you do that, Ivan. Yeah, just skip the video if you don't want to wait. Yeah, hence why Warner Bros. Will agree to my deal, obviously. Alright, it's a deal. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix brand's better off in your hands, yes. I know what I'm doing. My Matrix brand is better off in my hands. Warner Bros. Matrix brand is better off in my hands, obviously. As the moment I have the rights to the Matrix, the brand will become even bigger than Star Wars. And Star Wars is the biggest IP in the entertainment industry. Marvel is the biggest movie IP, but Star Wars is the biggest IP in general. Like as a whole, as a company, it's bigger than Marvel. But Marvel is the biggest movie IP in the entertainment industry. As Marvel is even bigger than Star Wars for the movies. As the movies are all doing on average $1 billion. Where Star Wars only Force Awakens did $2 billion, and the other sequel movies did $1.3 billion. And George Lucas's prequels did like 800, 900 million around there, about $1 billion, around the same amount of money. And the Marvel movies are beating out the Star Wars movies in the box office, but as a brand, as a whole, as a brand, obviously, Star Wars is bigger than Marvel. Obviously, it's bigger than Marvel. Yeah, and then Matrix will blow. Zane's Matrix will blow it out of the water. You'll blow it out of the water, yeah, man. That's why me and Reach are gonna be so boss. Holy shit, Ivan owns the whole Matrix brand. Yeah, I own the whole thing. And I have enough money to fund my Matrix movies for 660, 670, $680 million. Yeah, man, amazing, unheard of quality Matrix movie. Yeah, man. I'm gonna make sure that once you know what I'm saying? Hence why me and VJ are gonna have to print out the 3 Matrix scripts, and we're gonna have to study the shit out of those 3 scripts. And we take our notes, and VJ will help me because VJ is intelligent. She's a smart woman, obviously. She'll help me. She'll help me with the plot. Hey, Ivan, this is the plot, and I'm saying she helps me out, and we take our notes for the 3 Matrix movies. A lot of work. We have to study the first script, the second script, the third script, and then we come up with a story for the sequels. And then that way, when I pitch the Warner Bros., I have all my notes with me, and I tell them my plan. And I'll have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni come with me. I'll give them my notes. And you can even have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni help you out if you want. No, me and Vijay can take the notes ourselves, obviously. But give Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni your notes. That way they help you out with the pitch when we pitch our idea to Warner Bros. For the Matrix trilogy, some Sarah. Yeah. And I'm willing to pay Michael B. Jordan and all those actors are millions. Pay them the millions for the games. That way they work hard for me. And my contract for them is exclusive contracts. You can only sign exclusive contracts. The Michael B. Jordan's agent might tell me, Ivan, if you want Michael to sign exclusive contract, you better offer him a lot of money. I'm like, okay, is $9 million and 0.1% and $2 million for the games and your merch money, your promotion money, $2,000 gift card, and your speaking earnings enough? Michael Ivan has more than enough. Yeah. If you pay Michael $9 million, he'll make close to $4 million around there after taxes. With the agents and the rates, a lot of money, millions in his bank. You can buy a nice house with that, buy your nice cars, your nice clothes, go on vacation. And he also gets like a nice, I don't know, 4.5 million in royalties, 5 million royalties for the movie. You know what I'm saying? He also got his $250K royalty check for the merch, 2 million for the game. Yeah, he's made millions, so he's more than enough money in his bank, man. He'll be fine. I'm fine. That's more than enough money. Hollywood would never pay me, yeah. Chances are Michael B. Jordan probably makes on average $3 million for his movies around there. 3 million, 3.5, $4 million bucks. Because he's not that, he's a small age, so he's not that big. He probably makes like $3 million for his movies. I'm paying him way more than what Hollywood's paying him, yeah. Give him a good deal like that. Give Brie Larson, John Krasinski a good deal too. And then you can sign Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson to massive deals if you want. You can sign them to massive deals if you want. I'm thinking Halle Berry is good for the Matrix too. I can have Halle Berry replace Scarlett Johansson instead. You can have Halle Berry be in the movie if you want. Halle Berry is a what? She's a bigger woman than this actor. She's worth, I don't know how much she's worth though. I have to check. You know what I'm saying? My guess is she's worth around 60, 70 million bucks around there. You can have Halle Berry be in your Matrix movie if you want. You replace her, because I can't really picture Scarlett Johansson in the Matrix. I can picture Halle Berry in the Matrix kicking ass. You can have her and Ben Affleck and John Krasinski be your three bigger A-listers. So John Krasinski, you can sign him to a 16.5 million salary for the first Matrix movie, and you pay him 4 mil bonus. And then the second movie, you can pay him a 5 mil bonus and pay him like 17 million. In the third movie, you can pay him his 18.5 million. You pay him a nice like 6 million bonus, 7 million bonus, and you give him 0.1% of the profits, which is a good, I don't know, $50 million in royalties. If the movie does more, you pay him 0.07, he'll still make his $45 million in royalties. Good paycheck. And the same, Ben Affleck, you pay him a higher salary and bonus than John Krasinski because he's bigger than him. But for the royalty checks, you pay him the same amount of money, 0.1. Sign Ben Affleck, John Krasinski, and like Halle Berry to massive contracts for The Matrix. Now have Halle Berry be in The Matrix. I can picture Halle Berry in The Matrix. Because Scarlett Johansson, I don't really. I can picture Scarlett Johansson in what? In what? In The Great Escape, but I can't really picture her in The Matrix. But Ben Affleck, I can picture him in The Matrix. He has that look, obviously. You sign Ben Affleck and Halle Berry and John Krasinski to massive deals. Sign them to a massive deal for the 3 movies if you want. See what I'm saying, huh? Yeah, it's a good deal for them. You're gonna ask me, Ivan, who are you thinking of casting? Yeah, I'm thinking of casting Michael B. Jordan. I want to cast a Fisk actor, but he's too old, hence why I might just choose another actor to play Smith. And I'm thinking of casting Brie Larson and John Krasinski. They're part of the Nebuchadnezzar crew. They kick ass. And also Halle Berry. You can have Halle Berry be in the Matrix movie, and you can have Ben Affleck be in the movie, and maybe KJ Apple. You can have him be the operator. Those are all the major characters I'm thinking of for my Matrix movie. Whereas everyone else are all minor characters. So the major characters will be me, VJ, Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson, John Krasinski, Ben Affleck, Halle Berry, and like KJ Apple. Those are like the 8 main characters. Then everyone else in the movie are all and the Smith actor, right? Smith. Whoever I choose as Agent Smith, he's a major character. Whereas the Oracle, the Architect, and all those other actors are all minor characters. I'm saying. You pay those guys like 200, 250, 300, 350K or whatever. That way you watch it for your budget. There. That way you watch out for your budget, obviously. That's why Warner Bros. Will accept my deal, obviously. They'll accept my deal. Now let's talk about the story. In the remaining, 37 minutes I have left on my phone, I'm going to keep talking about this Matrix story. All the ideas I have in my mind for the Matrix story. I'm sorry. However, I love when we talk about your story, yeah. So I'm going to start the movie off where you have the flashbacks of Matrix 1, Matrix 2, Matrix 3, Keanu Reeves' life, and the other character's life. And I'm going to end it off where Keanu Reeves tells the Agent Smith in Revolutions, the Agent Smith has grown beyond your control. You cannot stop him, but I can. The program Smith has grown beyond control. You cannot stop him, but I can. And if you fail, he's like, I won't. And it transfers to him in the Matrix. He's fighting Smith, obviously. And you know what I'm saying? And he lets Smith copies him onto him. And Smith is like, is it over? And then you see the Neo Smith nodding his head, it's over. And the machines destroy Neo in the real world. And doing so, they're able to destroy the Neo Smith in the Matrix, and therefore the machines are able to destroy Agent Smith. Agent Smith's like, no, it can't be, you know what I'm saying? And Neo saves him, she saves Zion, but he made an error. He let Smith copies him onto him. You have scenes in Reloaded when Smith is about to copy Neo in Reloaded, obviously, yes, it'll be over soon. What did he mean by that? Yeah, the moment Smith copies himself onto Neo, it's over. The program Smith still lives on. You can do some of that. That way you're consistent with the Costas' stories, I'm sorry. And you get this black screen, and it says The Matrix Deja Vu. Obviously, it says The Matrix Deja Vu, obviously, and it transfers to Zion, it says 100 years later, and you see the grave of Neo, Trinity, Morpheus, and Naomi. It's a new generation of Zion, obviously. You get this Matrix green code, and it transfers to the Matrix, and you get this family. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes, I want to tell a good story, man. I know how to tell a good story. I'm gifted. But even though I'm gifted, I need help. I need Wakala Sisters helping me with the intelligence side of the movie. Because Matrix is a complex movie to understand. I understand the basis of the Matrix, but I don't understand the in and outs. Hence why I need the Wakala Sisters helping me. I need John Favreau and Filoni help me. I need VJ help me with the notes. I need help. I'm creative, but I need help, obviously. Are you saying you'll be stuck sometimes? Yes, of course I'll be stuck sometimes. Even though I'm very creative, there'll be times when I write the script, I'll be a bit stuck. Okay, I don't. I might be a little bit stuck. Hence why, to prevent something that to prevent that from happening, take notes. That way you're prepped. You have a foundation. You know you have an idea of what you want to write about for your scenes. That's why I'm going to take detailed notes with VJ for the 3 movies. That way I'm prepped. I'm saying what I'll do is I'll take like detailed notes for the first movie, and I'll take a few notes for the second and third movie. And then once I am done the first movie, me and VJ can when I do this the second Matrix movie, me and VJ can now take our notes for the second movie. I'm saying now we're prepped. We're not. You're not lost. There. That way you're prepped and you're not lost. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the green code and it transfers into the Matrix, obviously, you get this family. They're at this event or something like that. And then when they drive home, obviously, and they see like 2 cats walk by, and the deja vu happens, the glitch happens in the Matrix. And when they open their door of their apartment or house, they see this brick wall. They're like, what the heck is going on here? And you get this viral thing going on around the Matrix. Things are changing in people's houses. What the fuck is going on here? And that's when you get the electricity coming from the ground. And you get the green code forming the program Smith in full adult human form. And 3 more agents form behind him. You get the green code, and 3 more agents form behind him. And Agent Smith is like, ha ha ha, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? He looks like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, Smith. The 3 agents are like, Smith, it's nice to see you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nice to see you too. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he looks like, any anomalies? And the 3 agents are like, no anomalies. The last anomaly was Thomas Anderson, also known as Neo, deceased 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And Smith is like, ha ha ha. Even Neo the One himself couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they all laugh and they mock Keanu Reeves. They mock Neo. Yeah. Because even the one Smith grew beyond the Oracle, the machine's control, even the One's control. The One himself could not stop Smith because Neo is not the lucky one like me. Obviously, he's not. He wasn't really the chosen one. He saved Zara, he saved the Matrix, but he didn't fully save it. He let Smith cognizant onto, hence why Smith was able to come back 100 years later. And Neo failed, obviously. He couldn't defeat Smith, Samsara. Whereas I have the power to defeat Smith once and for all. Whereas Neo does not have the power to defeat Smith, Samsara. Holy shit, I didn't create that. Look at an amazing story. And the moment Smith comes back into the Matrix, he's naked, and everyone in the city is like, oh my god, agents. You know what I'm saying? Like agents, you know what I'm saying? And Smith walks to the suit store and he gets his suit. This is a nice suit. And he puts on his nice suit. It's like, sir, what suit do you want? And he chooses whatever suit he wants. He doesn't have to pay for anything because Smith is the ruler of the Matrix. Everyone respects him, right? Ivan Smith is the ruler, yes. Morpheus called the agents the gatekeepers, hence they're the rulers of the Matrix, obviously. Hence why nobody can beat them. Because they rule the Matrix. They rule the system, obviously. And because they rule the system, anything in that system cannot beat them because of the gatekeepers, obviously. Except for the One. Because the One can hack into the Matrix so well, he can bend the rules of the system. Hence why he's able to be the agents. Whereas Morpheus and them, they can hack into the Matrix very well, but they don't bend the rules and laws like Neo can. Hence why they can't be the agents. They can beat the cops and all of them, but they can't be the agents. The agents are the gatekeepers. They're the best of the best. The best fighters in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? So Ivan, how come the One can beat the agents? The One can beat the agents because he's the anomaly. He has the cheat code. He's like God in the Matrix, but he's like a God in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The agents can't beat the One because the one can hack into the system so well, he can bend the rules and bend the laws. Because even though the agents are so powerful, the gatekeepers in the Matrix, they're under the rules and laws of the system, obviously. Whereas Keanu Reeves is above those laws. He can hack into the Matrix so well, he can bend the rules and bend the laws. That's why he's able to be the agent so easily. He's like a god. He's the anomaly. He's the One. Yeah. So Sarah. Whereas Morpheus and Naomi are not. Morpheus, Naomi, and Trina, all of them are not. Don't have the anomaly code. I'm saying they can hack into the Matrix very well. They're badass fighters, but they can't beat the agents. And the agents are the gatekeepers of the Matrix, man. They're the gatekeepers of the systems, Sarah. But even though the agents are gatekeepers of the system, they're still under those rules and laws of the Matrix, of the system, obviously. Whereas Neo was above those laws. He can bend those rules. Hence why he can beat the agents. You know what I'm saying? All right, it makes sense. Yeah. Shut my cat over here.